Wamalamadingdong.
The town of High Wycombe is ripe with nightlife. There are many different pubs and venues around town offering different nights.
What's Whammer?
I've never heard of that before.
No?
Absolutely. Where is it located? Is it opposite the bus station?
What's Wycombe Academy?
Wycombe Academy of Music and Arts, or WAMA, has been established for less than 5 months and has already achieved quite a lot. It offers a chilled, relaxed atmosphere as well as more live band nights than any other venue.
I've always wanted to do a venue, I've always put on events. But the thing is, when you hire people's places to do live music stuff, the closest I could get to the weekend was really like a Thursday, because people don't want live bands on a Friday because they think everyone's degenerate and it's just dance music. And obviously there's a lot more people that actually like other things as well. So I wanted somewhere that I could control, really. And that was the sort of idea of here. But this all came from ideas from other venues and just bits and pieces. The artwork I used to collect, I used to sell all of this, basically, so this was all mine. So it just seemed quite an easy thing to put up. I think if I'd open up anything and just hung this stuff on the walls, it would end up looking cool. So I had the right stuff to make it look right, so it was quite easy for me, really. I mean, we're going to do club nights in here on Fridays and stuff. We will be doing bits and pieces, just because I don't want to sort of cut anybody out. But we've had the freestylers in here and Adam F, so we've had some really good nights, basically. We've got bigger things planned, so we're getting there. I find it difficult to explain myself because I just have an idea, and it's just like an artist, I suppose. You just create a picture, you don't tell everyone what you're going to do. So I knew that I wanted to paint it red, and I knew I had all this stuff, and I just sort of just evolved from there, really. So yeah, constant argument was really when we were putting this together in that respect, because obviously people get nervous. But then obviously when it was finished, everyone was like, wow, yeah, it looks cool. So it'd be better for me to be left alone for 3 months to get on with it. But yeah, people like to get involved. We just did a load of late nights. I mean, the builders were here during the day. And then once they made everything flat, then obviously we could paint, and that's when I found out how big the place was, because this all took, I don't know, 3 or 4 coats of paint. It was quite a big area. Wow. So every time that I was painting an area, I was either completely red, or I was completely blue, or I was completely purple. But yeah, it just had to get done. You just sort of get your head down. This is all on TIG. Don't believe the building, basically. So yeah, I mean, well, the thing is with anything, I think, with the music industry, until you make it, you're broke. When you make it, you make lots of money, but until you get to that point, you don't have anything. So for me, being able to do this, I had to move out of my house, shut my shop, and move into my sister's dining room, basically, in order to finish this off. So yeah, it's not as glamorous as, you know, I don't have a rich uncle or anything. So all the equipment downstairs is all leased, everything's sort of on hire. The sofas and stuff came from eBay, and I did the markets, and I just, did the rounds, really. So it should have cost a hell of a lot more than it did. But then you just do what you need to do. I don't want to be a pub. Basically, I never wanted to be a bar. I want to be a live venue. It's very difficult because you need the money to book the right stuff, and it's very difficult with local acts. And I think once you make your place, because I like people just turn up on a Wednesday because I know they've got live music, and then I could just book bands that I feel are good as opposed to booking bands because they bring an audience. Because a lot of those bands that bring an audience have just got a lot of mates, and a lot of the times you find they're just crap. And I didn't build this to have crap bands in it, basically. It's down to people's taste, really.
Yeah.
So I like to think I've got quite a nice taste in music. I'm quite I like lots of things. I don't know whether I sort of play safe, but I found a lot of bands that I like, and you know, I want people to hear it. I think the university have got this massive audience, and they just miss out on such a massive trick, and I just think it's such a shame. I mean, you know, they've got that big room, and you guys, I know that you, off your money that you get, a chunk of that goes to, so you can go to free gigs now. So they can book anyone they want. So yeah, it's interesting what they don't do, as opposed to what they do. They do these little things, and they spend lots of money on these little things. A lot of people think it's easy. It's not rocket science, but you have to work at it. Basically, it is getting out there and talking to a lot of people, and for 100 people say they're going to come, you might get 5 out of that 100, basically. We do like a movie night on a Monday, and we do open mic on a Tuesday, and then bands, and the club night is on Friday, so Wednesday, Thursdays, Saturdays and Sundays really is live music, unless someone books the venue to do something else. But even with that, we're becoming getting better at it. We do circus training in here on Sundays, and fire training on Sundays. And then they do hooper-sides class on a Tuesday. We had street dance classes happening here on Saturdays. And we've got a theatre group that runs through here.
I think it's a fantastic vibe. It's a really good thing to have. We don't have enough live music around here, and it's just cool to be able to come and see some local bands in a friendly, accessible environment.
I love the fact that it's like completely different from anywhere else in Wycombe or Berks. Like all the old artists and stuff like that, the way it's sort of designed and like decorated, I love that as well. And it's got a good atmosphere. Well, I used to go to Nag's Head quite a lot, and the atmosphere's like a bit like different in there, if you know what I mean. And it's quite like here, it's more like open and like friendly and everything.
It's hard to promote, it's hard to get people interested and convince them that it's worth coming anywhere, let alone a new place in town. It's hipper. It's got a really good vibe just because of what they've done with the place. We've fallen in love with the place.
Yeah. It's because it's in the town we live in, and you know, there's never been anywhere
We've
like this
needed it
before.
so badly.
It's needed desperately.
Thing is, at Wycombe, which would be difficult for me, I don't know anybody from here, so I've never really been here, so I'm now sort of learning my trade, and Wycombe's quite a hard town to crack. Everyone says they like music, they like live music, but most people actually like getting pissed and dancing to Wham, so as long as the booze is cheap, they will get on with whatever it is, which is alright, but I'm holding my ground, because there is music lovers out there, and I feel that if I book the right gigs, then we can turn over enough nights a week that will own me a business, basically. I've got to wait, and that's the thing. I have to take my word, because I can't go where I want to go because I don't have the money to do that. So it is a slow build, and next year's going to be very interesting for us because we've got these few big gigs coming up now. Obviously off the bar then we can earn good money, and that money will then go straight back into the club. That will go into booking 3 more bands, and that will start taking me through the year, and then obviously that's how it'll roll here. But once I'm there, then we're there, because there's loads out there.
Cut! Thank you.